20 grand, yeah, altogether to the landlord, and we weren't even there for the full year. And then that's when I was like, yep, you know what? I need to find a way to flip the power dynamic so that I'm on the receiving end of this.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Hey, so what influenced you and made you feel like property is the right line of work for you?
Good question. It stems back to childhood, man. Early childhood. Obviously, Monopoly. You already know that's my game. Monopoly, playing that at family functions and whatnot, and like the competitive drive that it kind of drew out from me. I would say that's what birthed the initial interest, right? It was like the seed, which eventually turned into a plant when I think I was in secondary school. I must have been at the time, and I was just looking at the Forbes list, right? Like the richest people, I think, in the world or whatever. And what I found was the common denominator, they all seem to be involved in real estate in some capacity. Granted, they may not have made their wealth, like the bulk of their wealth doing real estate, they were all involved in it, right? So that made me think, cool, like if all of these guys are involved in real estate, if I can also somehow get into the industry as well, I should be calm. And then my thought process kind of cemented after my second year in uni. Me, KD, Bucks, Dollar, yeah, all four of us were living in a house. It was like this house, right? Even smaller. And when I did the maths, we paid out like 20 grand, yeah, altogether to the landlord. And we weren't even there for the full year. And then that's when I was like, yep, you know what? I need to find a way to flip the power dynamic so that I'm on the receiving end of this. Rather than me just paying out to this landlord, that landlord, rent here, rent there. So then that's what cemented my thought of I want to get into property. And then watching Homes Under the Hammer and that growing up as well along the way, that's where the thought or the passion for me to want to do developments also came in. It's like seeing a property run down and then bringing it back up to life. It's like that transformative process I just love it still. So yeah, that's where my passion came from. That's where my passion came from.
That is beautiful. And for anyone watching, don't play this guy Monopoly. Don't bother.
Bro, I might even do a tournament or something. Gee, Monopoly, bro. My game still, I promise you.
Cool. So, why did you start documenting your journey?
Oh, why did I start documenting? Why did I start? So, the short answer is investors. That's the simplest short answer, investors, right? But I guess the more elaborate answer is now it ties into my overall mission of like helping and inspiring others by breaking down barriers, by showing people like what's possible regardless of who you are. Like that's my overall mission. And it's bigger than just property. And obviously I can't really do that if I'm not documenting what I'm doing. And I've kind of, like even my mentor was kind of showing me like, he thinks that I'm bigger than I think I am. And like I have more impact than I actually realize. And I only have started to kind of realize it recently. But I say all of that to say, in documenting my journey, everything that I'm doing now has become possible off the back end of it. So when I first started property, I was in the mentality of wanting to do everything by myself. And then when it kind of went tits up, I had money left in that I was going to use to continue to flip properties and do more projects. It was only by working with investors, working with other people that I was able to continue my journey in property almost. And that basically came about by documenting what I'm doing, showing people on social media, being authentic and real, and just, yeah, man, continuing like that. So that's why I would say, yeah, documenting your journey is extremely important still. Extremely important. People love a come-up story almost.
Yeah.
And people seeing what I've been doing, kind of like building from the ground up, they've really been fucking with it. So, yeah, that's my answer still, yeah, that's my answer.
Another beautiful answer.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
This guy, man, you're gonna make me blush. Oh my days.